Bruce was asked this the other day about 82 three straight seasons. What do you attribute that to in terms of how you do that?
I mean, a lot of luck goes into it, I think. I prepare myself every off season and in season, to perform. And, luckily I've stayed away from the injuries and knock on wood, and try and keep that going forward.
Brayden, last night I think they out hit you guys 2-1, but it's a style of play that you guys obviously can sustain, whether it's up tempo but also physical. Do you like that mix of play, sort of to respond to?
Yeah, I mean they got some guys who are bigger, heavier, and like to finish their checks, and we're a big group, and if we have the puck, it's hard to hit, right? At the same time, so. We're going to finish our checks when it's appropriate. Physicality picks up on both sides, and they'll finish their checks. We know it, but and we'll do the same. So it's just kind of that time of year.
Obviously, you got to be wary of their top line. They got both of their goals last night, but it didn't seem like it was anything that they did. You guys had numbers back, and it just seemed like they took advantage. Is there anything that you can tweak going into tomorrow?
Yeah, they're a great line. They can create off the rush, in zone, all sorts of ways, and you can't give them much. You saw last night they thread the needle there on the first goal, and they can finish around the net. So it takes all five guys. Got to know who when they're on the ice. Take away their time and space like any top line, and try and frustrate them as much as we can.
You and Shay have been partners pretty much all 8 years you guys have been here together. What is it about his game? Because there's such a contrast in styles between you and him. So is that why you guys are so successful together, or is there something else?
Yeah, maybe. I think complement each other well. Obviously, he's a tremendous player, and I just like to help him out so he's playing at his potential, and he's going, as a pair, we're pretty good when he's on top of his game. So, I think I allow him to get up the ice, and he has the confidence to get up the ice when he can. We've been pretty clean breaking out for the most part. It's been good. It's been, we've been together for a while, and we know each other very well, and we communicate well, which goes a long ways when we're out there.
You mentioned 3 years in a row, and there's a lot of luck involved. How many times would you guess that you've had some close calls where you thought, I might not be able to play through this?
Yeah, maybe. Yes and no, I guess. There's definitely times where you're sore, but not hurt. But that's just the way it is. So, there's some block shots in certain areas where it's uncomfortable, but, at the end of the day, if you're good to play, I'm going to play.
Brayden, as a player who's hoisted the cup before, this early on in the playoffs, how do you find that balance between keeping the big picture in mind and knowing you're chasing another Stanley Cup, but also treating it like any other game and just focusing on one win after another?
Yeah, I think you have the understanding of it's a long journey. You don't want to get ahead of yourself. You don't want to win one game and think you're winning the cup, or lose one game and think you're out of it, right? So it's staying even keel throughout the whole process. We won game one, which is great. We need to win 4 games to win the series. So we got an opportunity at home tomorrow, and that's where our mindset is right now.
Let's do a few more events. Ken, Willie?
Brayden, to that point, yesterday you said you like to watch a lot of postseason hockey, but on a day like today, Bruce says he wants guys to kind of get away from the rink. You can't think about the series 24/7. How do you turn that on and off and get ready to go?
Yeah, it is important to unwind for sure and get away from it, because it can be on your mind all day, every day. So if you need to find a routine where you can get your mind off of it. I think most guys probably enjoy watching the games, right? They're fun to watch. But yeah, you need to find a way to get away, whatever that is, and get your mind off of it and relax and get your energy back.
Bruce had mentioned that there's kind of a fine line between taking away space and being in the lane to block shots. How you thought you guys did, specifically you, yesterday in that?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to try and box out early is ideal, but at times that can be hard. So you want to be under sticks and in the lane if you can, and you just want to make life easy on Hilly. If he can see the puck, he's going to save it. So we want to be out of his eyesight, and if we happen to be in the shot lane, you want to make sure you block it and get it clear out in front.
Brayden, since Bruce got here, this team is 8-2 in the second game of a back-to-back against the same opponent, whether it's regular season or game 2 of playoff series. Does that say something toward the cerebral part of this group, the adjustments being able to be made from one game right to the next, from a player standpoint?
Yeah, he's a great coach, obviously. He's proven that. But yeah, he can adjust. He sees the game very well. You can look at a game after a game and see what they're going to do and what we need to do to counteract that. So he's been great like that. He's been doing that since he's been here, and it shows.